This morning, I am sore to the gods. I woke up and my underarms, I was like, what is in my bra? Come to find out, I was just that sore that my muscles, so I had my first and last DEP meeting. I've only been in the DEP program, which is the delayed entry program, for about a month. I DEP'd in August 29th, and I'm leaving October 11th. So roughly a month. The first DEP meeting I had, it was kind of last minute. I didn't really know about it. I didn't have like my shirt or anything like that, so I didn't get a chance to PT. Now, mind you, if you don't know my backstory, I'm 32 and I decided to enlist, and the majority of those, the majority of people who enlist are usually in the 18 to 23, 24 range, and typically 24 or mid-20s is considered to be an older enlistee. So I'm grandma, to the average enlistee. And so I was quite nervous when they told me to wear PT gear and be ready to work out, because I work out on my own, especially in preparation to go. I work out on my own, but I just was not, I was just a little bit nervous to to kind of sum it up. I was nervous to be running, to be, doing sit-ups and push-ups and doing all that stuff with these young kids. And it was amazing how nervous I was. But I surprised myself because I was able to do 4-count push-ups. I was able to do sit-ups. I was able to hang in there in the run and keep up with the boys. In my mind, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep up with these boys. I'm gonna kill myself. I'll fall out, somebody catch me, but I refuse to fall back and be in the back, because I need to push myself now. If I push myself now, then I know I'm gonna be okay in boot camp. I leave for boot camp in like 4 or 5 days, something like that. No, today is Thursday. I leave for boot camp 7 days from now. So I was like, I have to get this mindset in now. So what I will say is I was nervous, but I actually surprised myself, and I feel good today, even though I'm sore as all get out. I feel good today because now I feel like I can at least get through the physical part of boot camp, and I'll be able to at least somewhat keep up with, the young kids, because I don't want to be labeled that person in boot camp, that old person. Not only are you old, but you got us working that extra because you can't hang and all that stuff. I don't want to be that person. I kind of want to, lay low for all the bad reasons. If I need to step up for leadership, for the, I want to be noticed for the good stuff, not the bad stuff. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So my first DEP meeting was cool. I learned a lot. I learned what we had a young man who had just graduated from boot camp. He came in and he explained to us kind of, what to expect, what to study for, that that start guide that we get. You need to know everything in there, including all the ships and stuff, which is just kind of weird because I've been studying like General Orders, Sailor's Creed, RTC Chain of Command. I've been studying rank and recognition, but I haven't really been looking through the entire book. So starting today, I'm going to just start reading through the book and rereading through the book and trying to absorb as much information as I can. And I had somebody who commented on my first video saying that they were going to get ready for the ASVAB. And if anybody needs tips on how to do well on the ASVAB, I have study material for, I didn't pay for it, so it's free. but it's a file, and they have tons of websites out there. Study, because you want to be able to get the job that you want. Especially if you're planning on going officer or commissioning, you need to get a high score. You need to focus on, educate yourself on what scores you need for, or I should say maybe line scores you need for the job that you really want to do, and focus on what you need to pass in order to get that job, or in order to get those line scores to get that job. Hopefully that makes sense. You need to get the line scores for the job that you need. So you may have, like, let's say you have an overall 80, right? But let's say in the mechanical, you needed a 34, but you only got a 30. Granted, you have an 80, which is really, really good, but under that mechanical line score, you didn't make that. So if you wanted to do something in mechanics, you would probably have to retest and improve that line score. So it's better for you to find out where you're weakest and where you need to get those scores up and focus on that. To me, that was what I did, and it helped me to really focus on just where I was weak, and double down to make sure I had the line scores for being a corpsman, because I intend to come out, be a nurse, or be a nurse in the military, whichever one happens first, and eventually, you know, long term own my own facility. You know, a lot of things that I plan to do, but I just wanted to share my experience with my first and only DEP meeting. I've only been in the program like a month, like I said, and I kind of wish I would have had the opportunity to be in a little bit longer, to learn a little bit more, like, you know, facing movements, things like that. You know, I'm told I learned that kind of stuff in boot camp. I'm getting a little bit of outside help, so I think I'll be okay overall, but I just wanted to say that whole mental thing, you know, it's mind over matter. It really, really is, because I shocked myself, and I didn't realize how I played sports, but it was different sports. Coming up, I wrestled and I ran track. So those are kind of like individual sports, but like, to be in that type of environment and realize, I guess, reawaken how competitive I really am, just made me feel a little bit better about myself. So, my journey begins in 7 days. Right now I'm preparing my son, my family, and my house. We're going to move right after I get done in A school, and I'm trying to get my son prepared to kind of deal with life without me for a few months. And so that's all that's really happening. If you are interested in following my story, or you're interested in and maybe getting some information, asking questions, or anything of the like, feel free to like and subscribe, comment, send me a question, send me a message. Really appreciate it. For those of you out there who are in your early 30s or even late 20s, and you're considering enlisting, do it. Do it. If you have family support, if you have, sometimes even if you don't have family support, because a lot of times family can be, you know, that's a whole nother video, but do it. Do your research. Get your facts. Make a decision. Stick to it. And, you know, like I say, it's either family's going to be with you. They either going to be your way, or they're going to have to get out your way. Plain and simple. But this video is getting kind of long. Appreciate you for hanging around if you've gotten this far. And shoot me any questions. Subscribe, like, comment. Bye.